1,000 seasons ago, the world was a very different place. Instead of the small prides we know today, all lions belonged to one of 3 great kingdoms. The Moon Kingdom, the Sun Kingdom, and the Storm Kingdom. The Storm Kingdom was favored by Kansu, the Wanderer, goddess of travels, wisdom, and rain. The Sun Kingdom was blessed by Suns, the trickster, goddess of wrath, life, and the sun. Her eye watches as long as the day is light. The Moon Kingdom was blessed by Azra, the guardian, Sansa's blind twin sister and goddess of mercy, death, and the moon. Once per generation, each great kingdom had a leader divinely chosen by their goddess. This chosen lion ruled their kingdom until the next chosen came of age. The great kingdoms fell because of Azra's chosen leader of the Moon Kingdom, Kyoga.
Here she is!
Shh! After generations of hostility between their 2 kingdoms, Kyoga was said to be bonded to Sansa's chosen lion of the Sun Kingdom, Light. Light and Kyoga fell deeply in love. Both kingdoms eagerly awaited their bonding day, and the peace which would follow. But just before this ceremony, Kyoga was kidnapped by a monster. An evil, jealous lioness known as Karabi. Karabi stole Princess Kyoga away from her love and her family.
Karabi kidnapped Kyoga and took her far away from Light. It started a huge war between the kingdoms, and Light vowed to save her. When he had finally found them, Karabi had already killed Kyoga. Light vowed to avenge her. He and Karabi battled for days, but Light had the power of love on his side, and he was finally able to defeat her. The war ended after that, but the kingdoms were too broken to fix. So Light created Pride Law so everyone could be happy again. That's why we live in prides today.
Once she was so enraged, she razed the earth, dried the rivers, and burned the trees. Suns would have burned everything if it hadn't been for Kansu, who brewed storms to save us all. But Kansu...
When a huntress dies, her pride calls to Azra to come and take her spirit to the stars. It's one of the reasons pride lionesses are so afraid to be prideless. Who will call to Azra when you die? When the world was new, Azra ran away from the other goddesses in the sky. She hid among the mortals on Earth. Azra's sisters, Suns and Kansu, searched for her. Kansu hunted as best as she could on land, while Suns used her burning eye in the sky to scour the whole savannah at once. Of course, Suns found her first. Suns was outraged to discover Azra had left because she'd fallen in love with a mortal. In her rage, Suns called a bolt of lightning down to kill him. However, Suns' actions had unintended consequences. Azra couldn't look away from the light that killed her love. It was so powerful that it blinded her. When Kansu discovered what Suns had done, she was incensed. She forced Suns to atone for her mistake. And so, Suns gave Azra a sliver of her very soul as penance. With this, Azra grew new eyes of pure light. Azra remained blind, but her new eyes could see the spirits of the dead in the darkness. We can see Azra's blind white eye as the moon above us today. Azra found her love's spirit, wandering the earth, and brought him to the night sky to live with her forever. When his loved ones died, she brought them too. And then their loved ones, and on until she was collecting the spirits of each and every lion who passed.